Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I got my very first, I know, I do mixed media, and this is my first Dylusions journal. I'll show you the creative journal. I got it because I've signed up for Wanderlust 2023, and I needed something to plan in. And one of the suggestions was to go ahead and mark up some pages. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm actually going to use some distress ink, even though I know that when I add I'm not bleeding, that's ink. If I add liquid to it, it'll run, but I'm actually okay with that. I'll probably add some paint and some permanent ink too. But I know, like, dark blue, I love dark blue. I will never be upset that I put dark blue anywhere in anything. So I thought that I would just go ahead and just put stuff on some pages. I mean, you can be more messy than this. You don't have to put nice, pretty stencils. You can just make some mark making and whatnot. It's just getting something on the page so that it's not a blank page when you come to it in the journal. Like one of the pages in here will be, this is where I'm going to put like my mood board for the month. In fact, I need to start a January mood board and stuff like that. And just maybe I'll write notes and stuff from the class and from the classes, courses. I've never done Wanderlust before. I'd never even heard of it until I was watching Carolyn Doobie one day. So I thought, well, let me check it out. I got it when it was on sale. I don't know if the sale is still going or not. You know. And I'm gonna... Nope. Actually, no. I can't spray it because I haven't refilled my water bottle yet. So there's that. That's alright. I'm just going to take a few of my different stencils, and this might even get some purple in it, which is fine, and just getting stuff on the page. There we go. There's stuff on the page. That's all I'm about. Put one in the back. Sure. So I thought I'd do this. This is something you can do if you want to start an art journal or just any journal. In, you know, a blank page kind of freaks you out a little bit, and maybe even just making random marks freaks you out a little bit. Just go through and put some stencil in here and there, just for the color you like, color you don't like, stencil you don't like. It doesn't matter. I suppose I could use another color. I like teal. Let's see. Also, maybe I'll use some fern green. This one will be permanent. Permanente. Where's my green? Whoops. Just grab a stencil and just start putting some stuff down. Because this is how I roll. I wouldn't want to put it all over the whole page. I mean, it's fine if you do. I could even just add some gesso to some pages. No big deal. Just taking away the scary thing of a blank page. That's all it is. And the pages are nice and thick. They're more of a buff color, so it's not a stark white that you're looking at, which is nice. I can even do more than one stencil on a page. I can overlap the stencil. Apparently I can move the stencil. Was not my intention, but just here and there. And it's just, you just got something that looking at you that's not a blank page. That's all. Not worrying about, trying to keep it straight, but I'm trying not to worry about if it's straight or not too. Just a little something, a hint. Doesn't have to be anything major critical. Well, in my husband's work, they have a term, major critical, and I'm always like, when I salute major critical, like it's a, you know, some random circles, maybe some some coffee, See, I gotta work on my coffee journal. I don't know if y'all want to see me work on that. Whoops. On video, or just kind of see it when it's done. Don't know. Anything? It's a coffee journal I started some time ago. So I was supposed to finish it last year and I never did. This year my word is focus, so I'm kind of focusing on finishing. You know what I mean? Just focusing on getting some stuff done. You could also go through, which, see, look at that. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. I can also go through with like some of my look at that, got different colors on there just because there was another color on there before, so it must have been a distress ink that got activated. Not that big a deal. I'm not going to worry about it. Just getting some stuff on the page. Going any which direction. Doesn't even matter. Upside down doesn't matter either, because I think it's the same whichever way you go. Just got some stuff on the page. And the color doesn't matter. So yeah, if you are thinking that you want to start a journal, like either just a junk journal that you want to kind of start recording in, maybe you don't do it every day. Some people don't. Some people just write down things randomly here and there, willy-nilly, pell-mell, and that is all good. That's definitely a way you can do it, and do it, and do it. And one way to just get the blank page out of your face is to just, you know, some stenciling, some stamping, and, or even just take a pen, just any pen. You could just take them. Does this one work? I guess it does. I can even just go, whoop. There you go. No blank page anymore. I can go, whoop. But then I have to do something else so it doesn't look like boobies. I can't just do 2 circles. It's just, because then it ends up looking like, you know, things. Even though they were overlapping, it's just, that's how my brain works. There you go. It's marked. Or you can do that. There you go. No more blank page. I'll probably do double spreads. Go across with the same pen. Or let's get the gesso out. What else can you do? Just grab a either a scraper or a sponge. I had a sponge here before. I also had a scraper, but I've done a bunch of stuff since then. So, you know, who knows where any of it's gone. Well, I must have something somewhere. There's a scraper. There we go. Dunkin' Donuts. It's worth the trip. Let's find a blank page, or even this page. Just add some gesso to the page. It's all good. And you'll come back to that page later on. See, so now I'm not afraid to play in this journal because it's not pristine and perfect anymore. And I'm going to use it, which is what I bought it for. I didn't buy it so it could sit on a shelf being perfect, pristine. I bought it so that I would use it. And I could also do this with other colors. It doesn't have to just be gesso. Let's find some other colors. I even have some dilution. Oh, let's make sure the gesso cover's on right. Goodness. Alright, it's a fine gesso. It's the Crafters Workshop. And it's lasted me a good long time. I still have another one that's lasted me like forever. The only thing is, the cover doesn't go on real easy. Alright, I don't use a lot of pink, but I'm also not going to be afraid of pink. So, I don't hate pink. It's just, there we go. Now we have some color on the page. There's something. Something is on the page. And who knows what we'll do with that page. But it'll be fun when we get to it. And then we'll do a blue one. Well, let's put some blue on this. That might be fun. That's a nice blue. I like that blue. I'm not even covering the whole page. I'm just, and some of the pink's still in there. It's all good. See, there we go. There's something on there. This drop page is going to be fun in the journal, isn't it? So that is my tip today and my new journal, which doesn't, oh no. There we go. This doesn't look perfectly new anymore, and that's a good thing. I'm looking forward to decorating the cover too. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know. I am considering that maybe I want to do like what Carrie the Crafter does, because I'm not, well, actually I wouldn't do it here. I like when it's here, or, well, you know, I might put the things in here and have the thing come around the front that way. I prefer that because I like stuff hanging off. So I might do that. As soon as I could. How does he do it? Does he just tear it out? There we go. Just tear it out. It's glued in there pretty good. There we go. And then I'm going to put an eyelet here and here and put those through there. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll show you. So I'm just going to take, I'm doing the bigger one because I don't think that is going to go through a smaller one. And I'm going to unlock it. That might be helpful. I need that to go in a little further. Maybe an inch. Alright, so I'm just going to go there. And there. Might not be, see, they're off. I don't care. I don't. You can't make me care. I'm not going to care right now. Alright, and then I'm not saying it. Fine. The nipple part goes in this smooth part on the top. And then you press down. Hopefully I have the right one in there. I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. And you can tell, I'm using the bigger eyelet. So I have the bigger one there, and then that one's smaller. Same with this. You can tell the difference between the 3 and the 1. And the other ones on the side are if you have a washer. You don't need to have a washer. The washer is just a little round piece that goes on the back, and I can never tell which way it goes. So I just don't use it generally. But, you know, just looks like that. And then take this in here. Usually I have a long enough, although I could get my own. Usually I have one long enough that I, instead of tying it, I would tie it together. But this one I don't think is long enough. But I could grab one that's long enough, but then I could have used smaller. Oh, that's going to come through. Okay. We need one that, we need to make a knot big enough that's not going to come through. Or, well, the whole point of the bigger eyelet was so that I could get this stupid thing through. So going through a bead won't help either, because this won't. Alright, double knot, is that? Alright, that seems good. Kind of keep it flattish, coming down. Hopefully this won't be, see, I may end up having to do another string anyway, if this one ends up being too short after I do all the things. I don't want it too tight, because then it'll leave marks in the book. But while I tie it, yes, with my dirty fingers, I've been inking. I just made the spicy orange and yellow video today, so there's that. If you haven't watched it, you can. It's just a lot of inking and stamping and stenciling and a little gesso. Mixed media. There we go. So now, it's a little tight, but it just comes over like that. And if I find that it's bending it too much, I have other elastic I can put on. What Carrie does is he just puts one through there and it comes around the front. I like this way, so I may end up having to put another elastic on, which is not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. Oh my goodness, that is really tight. There we go. Now I can have stuff coming sticking out the front and it won't matter. So this is made by Ranger Dylusions. I'm going to end up probably collaging on this, painting on this, so you wouldn't even hardly know that there was a hole there. So if you are starting a journal, art journal, junk journal, whatever, there you go. Just go through it. Doesn't have to be every page, but mark on some pages. Get something in that journal so you're not so afraid to do something in your journal. So you guys have a delightful day. Love you.